Oh, this is a fun one. Hi all. When I got the RLC drag truck, I was like, this is a really cool car, but it's way too expensive for what it is, especially in the secondhand market. I was like, that's probably gonna be the well. Actually, by the time because that video was my second take, after which I've already known this was coming, but yeah, this one I'm super excited about. This one is one of the few, like one of the five ones I really want if they're ever come to a price in which I would consider reasonable. And I was talking to someone on Reddit, the same person who sold me the Green Machine Chase set, and he was willing to part with one of his Datsuns for $40. And I was like, man, I wish. Man, you're too reasonable. I honestly wish he was a bit more unreasonable. Asked me for like $50 or stuff, so I can easily say no. I was like, ugh, it's so much money, but I have to take it. I have to take it. Yeah, this is the custom 1972 Datsun 240Z. It's a Z car, right? It's a fair lady, and this was the 2018 selections car. So basically, people in the RLC vote for the castings, vote for the deco and everything, and vote for the wheels, you know. And the story I heard was they voted for the normal Datsun 240Z, and Mattel slash Hot Wheels just asked, hey, so we have this new casting done anyway, so would you prefer this or the old casting? Everyone was like, yeah, we want the new casting. And this was kind of one of the first ones in modern history where RLC car, or honestly any Hot Wheels, premium Hot Wheels car, was done with moving parts. And this is really cool one. It's, like I said, is among my top 5, and this will be the end of my RLC fix for the near future. It's a caveat, if I see like any of the moving part Porsches, or the Lamborghini Countach, or the Skyline R34, if I ever see any of those three in a reasonable price, I will probably get them. But yeah, this currently replaces the drag truck as the most expensive piece I own in my collection. And you can see back in the Auto World display case, I have some of my most expensive stuff. I have the two two Tarmac Works, the super premium Hobby 64 models on the bottom. Middle top is the Atomica Limited Vintage. Bottom right is the my only other RLC, and on here, right here, as well as on here, these are pretty normal releases, but I have them out specifically for this video because I want to compare like basically the spectral flame painting, as well as, you know, just like the chrome metallic color paints, which I think will be interesting. And over here I have the some of the other, well, my other 3 Z car premium models that I have. On the left is the Hot Wheels Car Culture Team Transport Fairlady Z, which is done in the GTS 2 deco, even though it's not the same car, not exactly the same car at least. In the middle is the M2 Machines 432Z, based on the same, I think, S30 chassis. True 164, as you can see, is much smaller than everything else. And on the right, I have the Matchbox Premium, the super fast with some moving parts, the 280ZX. But so all of them are here more for like a comparison. But this is the stuff that's the main topic, right? Yeah, and like I said, it's one of the ones I'm most excited about. And oh, by the way, if you want to know the number, this is not focusing. It says 5878 out of 20,000. The person I was talking to had a few have a few different numbers, and he said I could choose, and I was like, just give me the number that's literally the least desirable, because I don't care. I'm not keeping it. I'm not keeping it on card anyway. Open everything up, and this is the one I got. Yeah, this is one of the RLC models I am most interested in for a reason. I mean, first of all, just look at this gorgeous blue. I'm gonna try not to touch this as much as possible. Yeah, just gonna Oh, that blue is incredible, I have to say. I think that's just a bit of a dust, yeah. You can see, you know, like even with RLC, Hot Wheels still doesn't really use any inserted headlight pieces. When they do, it's always like an extension of the windshield pieces, which is like, I mean, for the price they're charging, I think extra plastic insert pieces should not be too much to ask. Although as far as painted alloys goes, Hot Wheels does it better than anyone else. On this side, you see a 4.4. I'm not really sure what that means specifically. You get some really nice back details. It says Datsun. What does it say? Oh, give me 1 second. I'm not really sure what it says. It says Datsun 240Z. I would assume that would make sense, right? So it has the Greddy license plate back here with the back paint, as well as 50 Hot Wheels, because, you know, this was the 2018 selection model and 2018 was the 50th anniversary. But and for the interior, there's not a ton of interior details. It's all, I want to say it's all one tone, but it's not. You can see the racing seats are actually painted in blue, which is super cool, and you can actually see the roll cage inside as well. That's really nice. And of course, the most important part, the most special bit, is the as well as, and the whatchamacallit, the mirrors are actually painted black as well. On top, you can see this kind of gives it the hood kind of has a carbon fiber look. It's not exactly like that, or it actually looks more like tire treads. I don't know, but it's definitely nicely textured, painted. And of course, the most interesting part is that the engine cover opens up, and yeah, this is really sweet. You can see Greddy and the very nicely painted engine interiors. It's, as far as Hot Wheels is concerned, this is probably the best they've ever done. Yeah, just incredible overall. And you can see the way the hood opens up is also really interesting. Oh, that was let's see. Okay. Oh, come on now. I want to be really careful with this because it's just super cool. Yeah, the way it opens up, I don't know how well you can actually notice that. It's kind of has a lock, so you have to like pull it out and up. So when it's in the out position, even though you can feel there's no real friction within the hinges itself, there's a way to like kind of lock it in place, and you can obviously close it, but like it locks in place. It's really nice. It feels really good. This might be the nicest opening feature I've ever seen. Now, for a bit of a comparison, first of all, let's do it in-house as much as possible with the Nissan Fairlady Z. Actually, I'll save that for a bit. They're pretty much, you can see they're pretty much in the same scale. The Fairlady Z is slightly larger than this one. I mean, they're not the exact same model, but they're based on the same chassis, right? You can see the RLC model is in a slightly smaller scale. And the Fairlady Z car culture model doesn't have the rear view mirrors or the roll cage. And yeah. By the way, the reason it's called the custom Datsun 240Z, the custom part, normally if we hear like custom Mustang or wherever, it usually refers to Hot Wheels doing the customs themselves, right? In this case, it is not. This custom is based on a real car that's a customized version of the real Fairlady itself. It's called Fugu Z, and it's done by the actor that plays Han in Fast and the Furious. Like I've said it many times, I've never seen the movies. I can't be exactly sure. I know the character is dead, right? I remember when one of the ones came out and people were saying, oh my god, he dies, and like the opening is like turned into like a revenge for Han thing. I don't really know. But like just hearing the name of the custom car Fuguzi, my first reaction was, okay, this guy's definitely the actor is definitely not like Japanese or Asian, or at least not like Asian, maybe Asian American, and turned out that's exactly what it was, Korean American, because there's just, if you want to name like a cool race car, like a cool sports car that you put a lot of effort and time into, you want to give it like a badass name, you just don't go for Fugu. You just, I mean, it's deadly, don't get me wrong, but pufferfish are cute. They're not vicious. They're not like, if you want like a cool, there's like 50,000 other like animals, specifically Asian animals, that can be a lot cooler, more vicious than the pufferfish. I mean, if you're like a shrimp or a worm, sure, it's vicious, but that's like, I don't know, like if someone gets, say, an American supercar, like someone gets like the newest Camaro and like completely tunes it up to like the coolest thing ever and names it like it's a vicious hedgehog or whatever, it just doesn't work. Yeah. So, but overall, it's a really cool car. But yeah, like I said, it's actually based on a real custom car, which is pretty cool, and like you can't beat that spectral flame. But the thing is, like, RLC Hot Wheels is asking for, asked for $20 for this car, which I feel like is already on the high end of the pricing. But right now, like I said, like, and I don't want, I'm not trying to undersell how generous the Redditor I was talking to was with this, because like $40 is definitely on the lower end of how much it's going for right now in the market price. And but like this going for like $40-50 is really expensive, and like this is the area I feel like it's a bit unreasonable. Well, not unreasonable, because what does this car have that none of its Hot Wheels competitors can do? Spectral Flame is really cool, but I've already showed you. This is a like a normal Johnny Lightning release for like their holiday stuff. Not as nice as the Spectral Flame, but definitely comparable. Or I mean, I think it's as nice as this. As far as details and proportions, the Hot Wheels one doesn't have it. The Hot Wheels does not have nearly as many pieces as its premium competitors have. And as far as rarity, well, this thing had 20,000 of them made. That's like a lot. Like a normal Johnny Lightning or a normal Auto World release have like a few thousand. So like it's nice. Is it $20 nice? $20 plus shipping nice? I think I feel like this is just a case of intentional scarcity. It's not even, well, it is scarcity, because the numbers is not super low. Like the artificial scarcity of it comes from the amount of hoops Hot Wheels and Mattel makes you jump through to get to this. It's like, in my opinion, feels more like a status symbol, more like it's hard to get. It's not that rare. So it's, in that sense, it's kind of like the diamond industry, in my opinion. I'm not saying, again, this car is incredible. It's really well made, but I don't think it's like it's worth this amount of money nice. But it's still, like with Hot Wheels, I think I still need to have like at least a couple of RLC models, and now I have, so I think I'm pretty good on this front. Unless, like I said, if like the Skyline GTR or the Porsche or the Lamborghini goes for a good price. But right now, I'm very glad to have it. I don't think I'm gonna spend nearly as much money on Hot Wheels ever again. Watch I break this in like 3 minutes. This is the Matchbox one. Obviously, this is a later model, the 280ZX. It's not really super comparable. But something that's a bit more comparable would be the M2 Machines True 164. As you can see, it's slightly smaller than the Hot Wheels model, so you can infer from this. Yeah, we can infer from this that the Hot Wheels is slightly larger than True 164. If you want to do the numbers, you can. And it also has opening parts, which feels a lot less nice than the Hot Wheels one. Opening is fine. You can see it got engine details, but again, nowhere near as good as the RLC model, which, I mean, this is like a $5 car. And when it closes, you can really see it's not that great. M2 Machines, this is probably not a common phrase that's going to be used, but in this case, M2 machines did it better than Greenlight. And yeah, it's a really cool car. One of the issues I have with this model and with my other M2 machines model as well, it has a bit of lean. It's not going to be super easy to pick up on, but it's actually leaning a bit this way. It's not super noticeable here, but with my other M2 machines, you can see them much clearly. It's against leaning this way, and you can see just it's the base. You see the base is really warped. This is something I did not notice when I was making the building the model kit myself, or when I was filming that video, which is really a shame. It's like I said on that video, like the metal itself used here is really nice. The purple paint is really cool, but it just don't have the quality control to keep up with it. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, the RLC custom Datsun is really cool. Very, very glad to have it in my collection. I'm extremely grateful for the seller for selling me this is such a good price. I just not the biggest fan of RLC second market and just Hot Wheels secondary market in general. You can see just like how many people get RLC accounts just to be able to immediately make bank from it, which is it's not like, I'm sure they're real collectors who like get one or two, like a couple of accounts, and get a couple of the cars so they can sell and then like fuel their own collection. But just, I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of it. But that part has nothing to do with Hot Wheels itself, right? And this car, I think it's, yeah, I'm extremely happy to have it, and just like that engine detail. I don't know. I think it might be like the best engine details I've ever seen on a on a 164-ish diecast car. Better than the Auto World I have, I would say. Yeah, the car itself is really beautiful. I want to keep it. I hope I didn't jump the gun by freeing it so early, because I'm moving in a few months. I'm gonna think about how to. Oh, and you can see there's a spare tire back here, or is it a spare tire? I don't think. No, it's not. It's something. I'm not really sure what that is, but yeah, like the interior details is just incredible. Really, really well made car. I'm extremely glad to have it in my collection. When I'm moving, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I'm gonna like protect it with everything I got. But yeah, great car. Happy to have it in my collection. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. And oh, by the way, this is going on the display case. This morning when I was opening up the normally the plastic cover is down, and when I was trying to open it this morning, I heard just like a giant crack, and then like a part of the corner fell off. Shoot. Here's steady. Like right here where the hinge is. I don't know. I don't think I did anything wrong. I mean, maybe I did, but like I was just trying to lift open the case, the cover, and in this corner, holding the hinge, just exploded. I mean, it's still workable. I just have no idea what happened, and that was pretty weird. But yeah, that's it for this video. Man, I love that car. It's just awesome. Glad to have it in my collection. Yeah, thank you for watching, and goodbye. Talk to you again.